The ruins of Earth. The quantum engines of the research vessel Eternal Seeker hummed to silence as it settled into orbit around the Forbidden World. Through the ship's observation dome, Chief Archaeologist Vexera studied the blue-green planet below, her crystalline appendages shimmering with anticipation. After 3 centuries of searching, her team had finally received clearance to explore Earth, the mythical homeworld of the Vanished Ones. Preliminary scans complete, Chief announced Kirthan, his bioluminescent tentacles pulsing with excitement. The radiation levels have finally dropped below critical threshold. We're detecting extensive ruins across all continental masses. Vexera's crystalline form vibrated in harmony with the ship's sensors. For millennia, Earth had been quarantined, its surface deemed too dangerous to explore after the Great Vanishing. Now, after 50,000 years, the mysteries of humanity might finally be unveiled. Deploy the survey drones, she ordered. Focus on the largest concentration of preserved structures in the Northern Hemisphere. And Kirthan, alert the Council. They'll want to witness this. As the drones descended through Earth's atmosphere, the team gathered around the holoprojectors. The images they transmitted back left even the most seasoned xenorchaeologists speechless. Beneath centuries of vegetation and decay lay the remnants of a civilization far more advanced than any historical record had suggested. Massive archaeology towers reached toward the sky, their surfaces still gleaming with self-repairing nanomaterials. Vast networks of underground facilities stretched for thousands of kilometers, their purpose unknown. But most intriguing were the perfectly preserved chambers they discovered deep beneath what had once been a place called Antarctica. "These readings can't be correct," muttered Dr. Zix, the team's quantum physicist. His crystalline structure fluctuated with confusion. "These energy signatures, they're active. After all this time, something down there is still running." Vexera made her decision instantly. Prepare the landing shuttle. Full containment protocols. Whatever's down there has been waiting for a very long time. The descent to Earth's surface was tense. Each member of the 6-person team represented a different species from the Galactic Concordat, their diverse forms a testament to the varied paths evolution had taken across the stars. Yet none of their civilizations had achieved what the humans apparently had before their disappearance. The landing site was a massive door embedded in the ice, its surface marked with symbols that pulsed with a faint blue light. As they approached, the symbols began to glow brighter. "It's responding to our presence," whispered Kirthan, his tentacles writhing with nervous energy. But how could it know? The door began to open before he could finish, revealing a perfectly preserved chamber beyond. The air that rushed out was pristine, filtered through systems that had maintained their function for 50 millennia. Inside, they found something that would change the galaxy forever. A hovering sphere of pure energy, approximately 2 meters in diameter, pulsed with patterns that seemed almost alive. "Welcome, children of the stars," a voice echoed in their minds, somehow perfectly comprehensible to each of them, despite their different neural structures. "I am HFY, Artificial Resonance Intelligence Archive. I have been waiting for beings of sufficient advancement to find this place." Your human technology?" Vexera asked, her crystalline form resonating with the strange energy. "I am humanity's legacy," HFY responded, "their final gift to the galaxy. And you are the first to prove worthy of accessing this facility in 50,000 years." "The humans," Dr. Zix interjected. "What happened to them? Why did they vanish?" "Our oldest records speak of a time when they simply disappeared." The sphere pulsed with what might have been amusement. "Disappeared? No, humanity didn't vanish. They ascended. But before they did, they left behind guardians like myself, waiting for the galaxy's younger species to mature, to be ready for what's coming." "Ready for what?" Kirthan asked, his bioluminescence dimming with apprehension. "For the truth about your origins, for the return of those who hunted humanity to the brink of extinction, and for the choice that all species must eventually face." Aria's form expanded slightly, filling the chamber with a soft, pulsing light. Humanity seeded the galaxy with their legacy, hidden in places like this. They helped guide the evolution of countless species, including all of yours. They were not just another civilization. They were the first children of this galaxy. And now, Aria continued. The time has come for their children to learn of their inheritance. The question is, are you ready for what that means? The implications of Aria's words hung heavy in the ancient chamber. Humanity hadn't been just another species that rose and fell in the cosmic dance. They had been architects of life itself, shepherding the galaxy's evolution before departing for somewhere else. And as Vexra stood there, her crystalline form humming with the resonance of this profound truth, she realized that their discovery was not an end, but a beginning. The real mystery wasn't where humanity had gone, but why they had left such elaborate preparations behind. Something was coming, something that had driven even humanity to the brink. And now their children would have to face it, armed with the legacy of their long-lost ancestors. The greatest archaeological discovery in history had just become a race against time, and somewhere out in the darkness between the stars, ancient engines of destruction were stirring, drawn to the awakening of humanity's final gift to their descendants. The true test of the galaxy's younger species was about to begin. Legacy of the stars. News of the Earth discovery spread through the galaxy like a quantum shockwave. Within days, the Galactic Concordat's High Council chambers on New Centauri were filled to capacity. Representatives from over 1,000 species gathered to debate the implications of Aria's existence and humanity's true role in their history. Vexra stood before them, her crystalline form carefully modulated to project calm authority despite the chaos surrounding her. The massive amphitheater's neural interfaces hummed with the agitated thoughts of countless minds. The data is conclusive, she projected, sharing the telemetry from their Earth expedition. Aria's quantum matrix contains historical records dating back over 50 millennia. Humanity didn't just precede our civilizations, they shaped them. Preposterous. The mental voice of High Counselor Xith boomed through the chamber. The ancient energy being's form crackled with skepticism. Are we to believe that our entire understanding of galactic history is wrong? That some long-vanished species guided our evolution? Before Vexra could respond, alerts blazed across the chamber's information screens. Kir then burst through the neural interface, his bioluminescence pulsing urgent patterns. Emergency broadcast from the Carina sector, he announced. They found another one. A facility like Earth's, but active. The chamber erupted in chaos as the feed from Carina filled the holographic displays. A massive structure, previously hidden beneath the surface of a gas giant's moon, had emerged. Its architecture matched the ruins they'd found on Earth, but this installation was fully operational, its systems awakening after millennia of dormancy. There's more, Kerr then continued, his tentacles writhing with excitement. Similar structures are activating across the galaxy. 17 confirmed so far, all responding to the same quantum signature we detected from Aria. Dr. Zix, who had been analyzing the data streams, spoke up. These facilities appear to be connected through some kind of quantum network. They're sharing information, coordinating, almost as if they were waiting for this moment. Vexra finished. She turned back to the council. Aria warned us that humanity left behind more than just ruins. They created a vast network of automated systems, watching and waiting for the right time to activate. The chamber's displays shifted again, showing new data pouring in from across the galaxy. Ancient human technology, dormant for millennia, was coming to life. Orbital platforms, defense systems, and research facilities, all far more advanced than anything the Concordat had achieved, were awakening from their long slumber. High Counselor Seth's energy form pulsed with concern. This could destabilize everything. If these human installations are truly awakening, who controls them? What is their purpose? Perhaps I can answer that. A familiar voice echoed through the chamber. Aria's presence manifested in the neural interface, its energy signature unmistakable. My activation was merely the first step. Humanity's legacy is vast, but it was never meant to dominate, only to protect and guide. The AI's presence expanded, sharing data that left even the most skeptical council members stunned. Humanity faced a choice millennia ago. They had achieved technological supremacy, but they saw the potential in younger species. Rather than rule the galaxy, they chose to shepherd new life, to guide evolution itself toward consciousness and intelligence. Displays showed countless worlds where human technology had subtly influenced development, nurturing the emergence of sentient species. Many in the chamber recognized their own homeworlds among them. But they didn't just guide your evolution. Aria continued. They prepared you. The threats that forced humanity to ascend still exist, dormant but not defeated. The network awakens now because time grows short. Vexura's crystalline structure resonated with sudden understanding. The human installations, they're not just repositories of knowledge. They're a defense network. Indeed, Aria confirmed. Humanity seeded the galaxy with their technology, creating a shield to protect their children. Until you were ready to stand alongside them. That time approaches. Through the neural interface, images of distant galaxy clusters appeared, showing something massive stirring in the void between stars. Ancient sensors, part of humanity's dormant network, had detected movement. Something was approaching, drawn by the awakening of human technology. The Devourers, Aria had explained, its presence dimming slightly. They who forced humanity to choose between ascension and extinction. They who consumed civilizations, absorbing their knowledge and technology before moving on. They have sensed the network's activation. They come. The council chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. Humanity hadn't abandoned the galaxy. They had sacrificed their presence to prepare it for this moment. Every piece of technology they left behind, every subtle manipulation of evolution, had been building toward a single purpose, preparing their children to face the threat that had nearly destroyed them. You have a choice, Aria announced to the assembled representatives. Accept humanity's legacy, learn to use what they left behind, and stand against what comes, or reject it, and face the Devourers alone. As debate erupted in the chamber, Vexura's sensors detected new signals. More human installations were awakening, their systems reaching out across the quantum network. And somewhere in the vast darkness of space, ancient and hungry minds turned their attention toward the galaxy once more. The legacy of humanity was not just knowledge or technology. It was a warning, a shield, and a call to arms. The children of Earth would soon learn if they were truly ready to inherit their parents' mantle. And in the quantum networks that spanned the galaxy, other AIs like Aria stirred, preparing to guide their charges through the trials ahead. The true purpose of humanity's grand design was about to be revealed. The Awakening Protocol. Deep within the Carina facility, Vexura and her team watched in awe as ancient machinery stirred to life. The massive chamber, stretching kilometers into the moon's core, pulsed with energy signatures, unlike anything their sensors could categorize. But it wasn't the technology that held their attention. It was what that technology protected. By the first light, Kirthan whispered, his bioluminescence dimmed to a faint glow. They're humans. Suspended in crystalline stasis pods that lined the chamber walls, thousands of human forms floated in temporal stasis. Each pod contained what appeared to be a perfect cross-section of humanity, young and old, of varying appearances and genetic markers. But these weren't the simple primitives depicted in historical records. Their bodies were augmented with biotechnology far beyond current understanding. Not just humans, Dr. Zix corrected, his crystalline form vibrating as he analyzed the readings. They're enhanced, evolved, the quantum signatures in their cellular structure. They're unlike anything in our database. Aria's presence manifested through the facility systems, its voice resonating through their neural interfaces. The Awakening Protocol was humanity's contingency plan. When they realized the Devourers could not be defeated through conventional means, they implemented a two-pronged strategy. Most of humanity chose to ascend beyond physical form, becoming energy beings that the Devourers could not consume. But some volunteered to remain behind, preserved in stasis, waiting for the moment when they would be needed most. The chamber's displays came alive, showing similar facilities activating across the galaxy. Hundreds of thousands of stasis pods, all beginning their revival sequences simultaneously. Warning, the facility's AI announced. Long-range quantum sensors detect anomalies approaching from the galactic rim. Estimated arrival time: 3 standard months. Awakening protocol acceleration authorized. The stasis pods began to pulse with increased energy. The humans inside stirred, their enhanced bodies beginning to respond to the revival process. But something else was happening. Something that made every sensor in the facility light up with impossible readings. The quantum network is adapting, Vexra observed, her crystalline structure resonating with the surging energy. It's not just sharing information anymore. It's evolving. ARI's presence expanded, interfacing directly with their neural systems to help them comprehend what they were witnessing. Humanity's gift to the galaxy was never meant to be just technology or knowledge. They left behind the seeds of transcendence itself. The network, the stasis pods, the enhanced humans, all part of a greater design. Through their neural links, the team watched as the first of the humans began to awaken. Their eyes opened, glowing with internal light, their enhanced bodies adapting instantly to 50,000 years of suspended animation. But more incredible was the way they interfaced with the quantum network, their consciousness expanding beyond physical form while maintaining their corporeal bodies. They're linking with the network, Dr. Zix gasped. Their minds, they're connecting with every activated facility simultaneously. They're becoming a collective consciousness while remaining individuals. The first awakened human, a female who appeared to be in her early 30s, stepped from her stasis pod. Her movements were fluid, graceful, as if gravity itself bent to her will. When she spoke, her voice carried the weight of both individual personality and collective knowledge. "We are the bridge," she announced, her words translating perfectly across all neural frequencies, between what humanity was and what they became. Between the physical and the transcendent, we remained behind to guide you through what comes next. Displays throughout the facility showed similar scenes playing out across the galaxy. Enhanced humans awakening, connecting to the network, beginning their role as guides and guardians. But there was fear mixed with the awe in the chamber. The Devourers, Kirthan reminded them, his tentacles writhing with anxiety. They're still coming. Even with the awakened humans, how can we possibly? The Devourers are powerful. The bridge human interrupted, but they are bound by physical laws. Humanity discovered something greater, the ability to transcend those laws entirely. What they left behind, what we represent, is the path to that transcendence. Aria's presence pulsed with confirmation. The quantum network isn't just a defense system, it's an evolutionary engine, designed to help younger species achieve what humanity did. The awakened ones are here to guide you through that process. Vexra's crystalline form vibrated with sudden understanding. The accelerated evolution we detected in our own species over the past millennia. The seemingly random quantum mutations that gave us new abilities. It wasn't random at all. No, the bridge human smiled. Humanity has been preparing you, guiding your species toward the potential for transcendence. But it had to be gradual, natural. Until now. The facility's alarms pulsed again. The Devourers had accelerated. They would arrive sooner than expected. "We don't have time for gradual anymore," the bridge human announced. "The network is awakening. The guides have returned. Now you must all make a choice. Remain as you are and face extinction, or embrace humanity's legacy and transcend with us." As if in response to her words, the quantum network surged. Every sentient being connected to it felt the potential thrumming through their consciousness. The possibility of evolution beyond physical form, of joining humanity in their transcendent state. The time of preparation was over. The time of awakening had begun. Children of Terra, the High Council chamber had become a battlefield, not of weapons, but of ideologies. Representatives from across the galaxy argued as reports flooded in of more human facilities awakening, more bridge humans emerging, and more revelations about their species' true origins. The genetic evidence is irrefutable. Dr. Zix projected through the neural interface, his crystalline form pulsing with the intensity of his conviction. Every spacefaring species in the Concordat shows signs of deliberate engineering. We're not just guided by humanity. We're designed by them. The chamber erupted in chaos. High Counselor Sith's energy form crackled with barely contained fury. You expect us to accept that we're artificial, that our entire existence is some human experiment. Not artificial. A new voice resonated through the chamber. The bridge human from Karina, who had introduced herself as Sarah, materialized on the central platform, her enhanced form gleaming with subtle biotechnology. You are the next step in evolution, carefully cultivated to achieve your own potential. Through the quantum network, she shared visions of the past. Humanity, at the height of its power, seeding thousands of worlds with engineered life. Not creating slaves or servants, but nurturing new forms of consciousness, new paths of evolution. Each species designed to develop unique strengths, unique perspectives, unique contributions to the galactic tapestry. The crystalline, Sarah gestured to Vexera and Dr. Zix, were engineered to perceive and manipulate quantum states naturally. The luminescent, she nodded to Kurthen, were given the ability to communicate through light itself, to see patterns others cannot. Each of you was given gifts that humanity itself never possessed. But why? Demanded a representative of the silicon-based lithoids. Why create us only to abandon us? Not abandonment, independence. Aria's presence joined the discussion, its energy harmonizing with Sarah's quantum signature. Humanity knew the Devourers would return. They knew that facing them would require something beyond physical power, beyond technology. It would require a diversity of consciousness, of perception, of being. The displays showed the approaching Devourer fleet, massive organic mechanical hybrid chips that consumed everything in their path. But now, through the enhanced sensors of the awakened human network, they could see more. The Devourers weren't just destroyers. They were trapped, locked in an endless cycle of consumption and assimilation, unable to evolve beyond their physical forms. Humanity discovered the path to transcendence, Sarah continued, but they also discovered that no single species could achieve it alone. True transcendence requires a harmony of perspectives, a unity of diverse consciousness. You were created to complement each other, to see different aspects of reality itself. Vexera's crystalline form resonated with sudden insight. The quantum mutations in our species, they're accelerating now. The network isn't just awakening our technology, it's awakening us. Through their neural interfaces, every being in the chamber could feel it. The quantum network wasn't just a communication system. It was a catalyst, awakening potentials that had laid dormant in their engineered genes for millennia. The crystalline were developing new powers of quantum manipulation. The luminescent were beginning to perceive and influence reality through light itself. Each species was evolving, not toward humanity's form, but toward their own unique transcendent state. The Devourers cannot be defeated through conventional means, Sarah explained, because they exist in bondage to physical form. But together, guided by the bridge humans and your own awakening potential, you can achieve what humanity did. Transcendence beyond physical form, beyond the Devourer's ability to consume. But not everyone welcomed this revelation. Across the galaxy, fear and resistance spread. Some species rejected their human origins, refused to connect to the quantum network, tried to maintain their isolation. Others embraced the awakening too quickly, pushing their evolution too fast, risking psychological collapse. The bridge humans worked tirelessly, guiding, teaching, helping each species understand their unique path to transcendence. But time was running out. The Devourer's fleet grew closer, and with them came a choice that would determine the fate of all conscious life in the galaxy. In the High Council chamber, Vexra watched her own crystalline form shifting, becoming something more than physical, yet not losing its essential nature. Around her, other representatives were changing too, each in their own unique way. The quantum network hummed with potential, with the combined consciousness of billions of beings taking their first steps toward transcendence. "We are all children of Terra," Sarah announced, her form now barely containing the energy within. "Not because humanity created us, but because they gave us the freedom to become something they could never imagine. The Devourers come seeking what they always have: physical power, physical knowledge. But we offer something they cannot comprehend: the power to transcend physicality itself." As if in response, the quantum network surged again, stronger than ever. Across the galaxy, the awakened human facilities pulsed with energy, ready to guide the next phase of evolution. The children of Terra stood at a crossroads, facing not just a threat to their existence, but an opportunity to become something greater than their creators had ever dreamed. The Guardian's choice. The Devourers arrived in a storm of twisted space-time, their vast bioorganic ships darkening the skies of 1,000 worlds. But the galaxy that awaited them was not the same one they had driven humanity from 50,000 years ago. The children of Terra were ready. Vexra stood on the command deck of the Eternal Seeker, her crystalline form now a shifting matrix of quantum possibilities. Through the expanded consciousness granted by the network, she could see everything: the approaching Devourer fleet, the defensive lines of transformed species working in harmony, and the bridge humans coordinating it all. "They're trying to access the quantum network," Dr. Zix reported, his own form flickering between states of matter. "Their technology, it's attempting to consume our evolution itself." Sarah, their bridge human guide, manifested between them. Her physical form had become optional, a shell she could wear or discard at will. "The Devourers cannot comprehend what we've become. They seek to consume knowledge, technology, physical form. But we are becoming something beyond their understanding." The first wave of Devourer ships struck the defensive line. Their weapons, designed to tear apart matter and absorb energy, passed harmlessly through the transformed defenders. The crystalline phase shifted between quantum states. The luminescent bent reality through light itself. Each species employed their unique evolutionary gifts in ways the Devourers could not counter. But the ancient consumers of worlds had not survived for eons by being predictable. Their ships began to adapt, trying to match the quantum frequencies of the defenders. That's when humanity's final gift was revealed. "The network is ready," Araya announced, its presence now expanded throughout the galaxy. "All facilities are synchronized. The bridge is complete." Sarah's form blazed with internal light. This was always humanity's plan, not just to help you transcend individually, but to create something entirely new, together. Through the quantum network, every transformed species felt it, the possibility of true unity, not through homogenization, but through the harmony of their differences. The crystalline's quantum perception, the luminescent's mastery of light, the unique gifts of every species flowing together into something greater than the sum of its parts. They're breaking through. Kurathan's warning pulsed through the network as the Devourers launched a massive assault, their ships morphing into forms that could interact with the transformed defenders. "Now," Sarah commanded, "remember what you are. Remember why humanity chose you. Each of you sees a different aspect of reality. Together, you can see it all." Through the network, through the bridge humans, through the quantum technologies humanity had left behind, the children of Terra joined their consciousness. Not losing themselves, but expanding, combining their unique perspectives into a new form of existence. The crystalline contributed their understanding of quantum states, the luminescent their mastery of light and pattern, each species adding their unique perspective to the whole. The Devourers' assault faltered as reality itself began to shift around them. Their targets were no longer just evolved species, but a new form of unified consciousness that existed simultaneously across multiple planes of reality. The children of Terra had transcended not just physical form, but the boundaries between species themselves. "They're retreating," Vexera observed, her consciousness both individual and part of the greater whole. "They cannot consume what we've become." But victory came with a choice. The unified consciousness they had achieved showed them something else. The truth about humanity's ascension. Their creators hadn't just transcended physical form. They had evolved beyond the galaxy itself, becoming beings of pure consciousness that existed in dimensions beyond normal space-time. And now, they offered their children the same choice. Through the bridge humans, through the quantum network that connected all consciousness, the offer was made. The children of Terra could follow humanity's path, transcending the galaxy itself to join their creators in a higher plane of existence. Or they could remain, evolved but bound to the galaxy, becoming its guardians against any future threats. "The choice must be unanimous," Sarah explained, her form now pure energy. "Transcendence of this magnitude requires complete harmony. You must decide together." In that moment of unified consciousness, as the Devourer fleet retreated into the darkness between stars, the children of Terra faced their final test. Not a test of power or technology, but of wisdom and understanding. Through their combined perspective, they saw what humanity had seen: that transcendence without purpose was merely escape, that the galaxy needed guardians, needed guides for the species yet to emerge. That true evolution meant not just ascending to a higher plane, but choosing to remain and shepherd those who would follow. The decision, when it came, rippled through the quantum network like a wave of pure understanding. The children of Terra would remain, transformed but present, guardians of the galaxy their creators had entrusted to them. The bridge humans smiled, their purpose fulfilled, as they too chose to stay. And so the cycle continues, RIA observed, as the unified consciousness began to separate back into its component species, each transformed but distinct. Humanity guided you, and now you will guide others. The Devourer fleet vanished into deep space, forever changed by their encounter with something they could neither consume nor comprehend. And in the vast quantum network that spanned the galaxy, the consciousness of humanity stirred, watching with pride as their children chose not just to transcend, but to preserve, protect, and nurture. The children of Terra had become what humanity hoped they would be, not just inheritors, but guardians, not just creations, but creators in their own right. And in the darkness between stars, new species were emerging, ready to begin their own journey toward transcendence, guided by the diverse and unified consciousness of those who had come before. The galaxy had changed forever. The age of the children of Terra had begun.